And greetings again, Terrans. Happy Halloween. This is Branthar here as DCUO Basemaster on YouTube. And today we are here with QW again for the story of QW. And this is part 2. This is our undisclosed location. Welcome to hell. So the last we saw you, I think you were floating down a stream as a skeleton. And there you are in the marital bed in hell. And you wonder, well, what's happened to all of my skin and everything, all of my flesh? Well, here we are in Hell's Kitchen. So this is Hell's Kitchen, and all the rats are cooking up a storm. If you notice, Norbert has gotten out. We will discuss Norbert later. I think he's the one who's been causing all the trouble in the kitchen. He is a newborn, and we will talk about him later. There's the dinner bell. If you notice, the rats are running to the dinner bell. And over here we have another chamber. We're going to jump this one because we have ambush bug here, and we just want to get a little view of this haunted pipe organ. If you've been watching my videos, I do like to integrate a lot of stuff, and I like to find new ways to do things, and I think this is actually one of the cooler ones. I had a good time with it. Several disparate objects, when you put them together, they make an interesting kind of sense with each other. Ambush Bug is very quiet, but he's been in hell for quite a while now, so... And we'll just get a little look around here. And now that the song's over, we'll continue on. These lava transits are really quite cool. They drop just a little bit of lava here and there just for a visual effect. You know, considering this area doesn't have very many visual effects in it. If you notice, you can stop for a snack and gaze out the Limbo Town window. It's got a little bit of cinders, a little bit of embers around it. Here is a location where we came in, under his eye, blessed be. Oh, look, treasure. Ow! Oh, maybe I can try from this side. Ow! Maybe we can just get a little bit off the pile here. Just a little... Ow! Okay, forget it. I've had enough. Well, if you wanted to know what a dumpster looked like in hell, this is what a dumpster fire looks like in hell. So all the meat that isn't used in Hell's Kitchen is dropped off here. And here is the shed of the watchman, or the shack of the watchman. Don't go into the shed. So you notice there are pieces of helicopter and other things that have crashed in. And as we make our way down the tunnel here, we're going to see if we can get through the... There we go. We got through the pendulum. And it seems like this is our path, so we're going to take it to its natural end. Oh, and here is judgment. And here we are sitting in judgment. And this is a jury of our peers. And we are judged. So let's avoid this path here, and we're going to try and take the right path. It's a little bit frightening, because all of your peers are there, are going to start clawing us, so we need to hug the wall. We need to hug the furry wall. And as we move our way out here, it opens up into a much nicer space. You may kneel at the daughter for her bounty. Over here, this is one of my favorite designs. It's just a simple, just some simple objects on a wall. The cogs, the fiery wall sconces, the lava grates, and the stone wall, and the legionnaire ritual wall circle. They go together in a really, really kind of interesting way. I think this idea can be kind of more played out in a much larger space and a much larger base. All right, and as we make our way through Grisly Hell, you have to pontificate a little bit, when you're suffering. Here's all of your belief systems. Everything you believe. Oh no, and demon worms are shitting all over them. Oh dear, it's pooping everywhere. Oh no, oh no. There's another town to win. There's another window to limbo town. Another limbo to window town. Some nice religious windows. We are in hell. That's where hell was created, out of religion, so we might as well include it here. And as we move up to the top, this is another ritual chamber. Oh no, and the kitten's throwing up. Oh, the kitten's just throwing up lava everywhere. Oh no. And there is the performance space. And over here is the ritual. And inside the ritual, all the finest meats from Mario Meats are brought inside the suffocation chamber. And once all of that meat is condensed, it is then hung in trees. Over here you can see all the pods and trees. Well, that is what Norbert came out of. So he's a little bit early, he's a preemie, he's a little premature newborn, and he is messing around in the kitchen, so we are going to have to deal with that later. And we'll talk later about where they go. So let's continue our way through our path in hell. And as you notice, there's another quiet space here with a bell where we can kind of catch our breath for a moment. There we go. You can say a prayer if you want. And here we go. Oh no, look, and there's the two-headed beast of hell, and it's throwing up everywhere as well. Oh, look at all the lava, vomit, and the eyes, and the blood, and the pustules, and all that gross stuff all at once. I think this is the seventh O-ring of hell that we've reached. One of my more prouder moments of the seventh O-ring of hell is it's all walkable. I've made it so you can actually traverse this path in whatever way you traverse it, which I'm pretty proud of. Anyway, let's move along. We are being watched, of course. And we are being cleansed in the blood of the Father. And let's find our way through this kind of wooded area. All the way to the deepest depths of hell, where we find the master, Beelzebub, and he turns out to be an arachnid. If you notice, there's lots of offerings of food around him. Lots of food crackling and cooking. This is where Quo makes his home. These are Quo's personal coffers. And here is the forge. And over here is his workspace. If you notice, there is some Peruvian dark magic going on, and some alchemy. If you notice, up here we have our tablet, and we have the 3 black cats. If you notice, there's a Mario's Meat sign, and there is a bookcase. Through this incantation, what has happened is he is allowed to access his past into the 1950s, when his father ran Mario Meats from his incarnation in Chicago. And so this bookcase actually takes him back into the past. You basically just walk through the light, and it takes him back home. So, now that we have reached the lowest depths of hell, I thought we might find our way back to the front. As the back trace, the backtrack is actually quite as cool as the walkthrough. It's almost like walking through a completely different base as you walk, and as you walk in the opposite direction. You tend to notice a lot more things as well in the back trace, and then of course we haven't flown up yet to see all of the kind of effects of everything. But this is one of the cooler areas in the base, with all the emissive wall sconces, the lava, the snow clouds, and of course the starfield windows that everybody always loves so much. One of the fun things about creating a base like this is that you only have so much space to work with. It's a small amount of space, and it's a large number of objects, and all of these objects were curated from any number of different places throughout the year. So a base like this takes quite some time to make. Some of the base items are from Trigons, some of them are from SM, some of them are from the anniversary event in January. Most of this lava items are from the anniversary event, though a couple of the newer ones have dropped in the oops, I think we might have gotten cut there. Though a couple of newer of the underworld lava heads have dropped in the new Sins of Adam DLC, which frankly has some of the best items I've ever seen in the game. Over 2 years, if you go to Cheetah and you look at the items, there haven't been as good of items as these since Patchwork Themyscira. They really are quite fantastic. So as we find our way back to the beginning, we are at the end. Next week is not an undisclosed location. Norbert, now that he is out and he has been a very bad boy, is going to the orphanage. So next week, join me and next time, and we will visit the orphanage. So enjoy your eternity in your multiverse. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye now.